Nityanandam. Introduction to the Vedic devotional audio story series of 63 Nayanar saints. The Nayanars or Nayanmars are a group of 63 poet saints from the 6th to 8th century that were devoted to the Hindu god Shiva in Tamil Nadu. They and the Alvars influenced the Bhakti movement in Tamil Nadu. Bhakti means devotion and love for God. In the 12th century, after the birth of Christ, there was a place called Chola country in India. The king Anupaya Cholan was ruling Chola country very prosperously. One day, the king asked his minister, "What is bigger than sea? What is higher than hell? And what is larger than world?" The minister did not know how to reply and thus returned to his home without an answer. When he arrived home, his son was sitting smiling. All of a sudden, the son spoke to his father the answers to the king's questions. Receiving help at an unexpected time is bigger than sea. Getting help on time is larger than world. And whoever lives without any changes in his own state is higher than hell. Later, the minister shared these answers happily to the king, mentioning these were told to him by his son Arunmoli Devan. Upon hearing the source from where these answers came, the king appointed Arunmoli Devan as his chief minister. From that day onward, Arunmoli Devan was called Uttama Chola Pallavan by the king. Arunmoli Devan was born as Velalar at Kundratur near Chennai before it was called Todai Nadu. That Arunmali Devan is Chekilar. The king Anupaya Cholan didn't have any interest in Hindu religion but had interest in other religions. The people of the kingdom started to follow the king, especially the seekers who were ready for religious guidance. Chekilar, without any expectation, started to compile Nayanar stories. Nayanars live peacefully with devotion, love, and compassion. With these historical stories, Chekilar had the intention of inspiring the king and the people back to Hinduism and worked hard in reach of his goal. With higher devotion and dedication to his intention, he started to compile all the stories of Nayanars as a book called Periya Puranam. The Nayanars had a very simple, dedicated life with the feeling of higher consciousness with their mind and body. To compose Periya Puranam, Chekilar took the help of two books. One book was Tirutondar Togai and the other was Tirutondar Tiru Andadi. In the book Periya Puranam, 63 Nayanar stories are included. But in the Shivaragasyam, it's told before these Nayanars came to the earth, their histories were told to his Adi Shakti, Uma Devi by Shiva. This incident is mentioned in a book called Tirutondar Puranam by Srila Sri Arumuga Navalar in Jaffna in Sri Lanka. There is also a story behind the book Tirutondar Togai. At the bottom of Tirukaila hill, a rishi called Uppamanu Muni lived with a crowd of countless munis. During that time, there was an incident where a huge light appeared in front of them and started to move towards the sky. Seeing this light, Rishi Uppamanu Muni bowed down his head and prayed. But why did he bow down to this light? As he never bowed down to anyone except Shiva. During the same time, Sundarar, who had composed many Devarams to elevate humanity, was coming to Kailasa riding on a white elephant, and Devas also were surrendering to him. Upamanu Muni told, the great person Sundarar is worshipped by me and others. Then the other Munis worshipped and asked Upamanu Muni to tell the story of Sundarar. Then the history of Sundaramurti Nayanar was told by him. Same time, he shared that Tirutondar Togai was composed by Sundarar. Sundarar entered a location where there were many Shivacharyas gathered and seated, but he did not bow down to any of these Shivacharyas. So Sundarar asked Shiva, when should he be a servant to these Shivacharyas? Shiva gave darshan and boon, and Sundarar was told to bow down to the Shivacharyas and sing along with them. Sundarar asked Shiva, without knowing their history, how can I sing? Shiva showered knowledge of them and told Sundarar to follow this. தில்லைவாழ் அந்தணர்தாம் அடியார்க்கு அடியேன். Then Sundarar bowed down to the Acharyas and sang along, including all Nayanars and their activities. This is called Tirutondar Togai. The story of Tirutondar Thiru Andadi. In a village called Tirunayarayur, close to Chidambaram, there was a Ganesha temple. And Adi Shaivar was doing puja to the Ganesha temple. One day, the Adi Shaivar had to go out somewhere, so he asked his son to do the puja. According to his father's request, Nambiyandar Nambi cooked Naivedyam and did puja. Ganesha did not eat the Naivedyam. Then Nambiyandar Nambi got concerned and thought to hit his head on stone. And he heard the voice of Ganesha, Nambi wait, and Ganesha ate the Naivedyam. This made Nambi very happy, and so he then asked Ganesha, today I am late for school, so you teach me. And by the grace of Ganesha, Nambi got enlightened and composed Thiruviradai Manivalyam and Tirutondar Thiru Andadi. The temple was called Kollapillayar temple. There was a king, Apayakula Sekaran from Chola, who started listening to the Devarams and Tirumuraikal. The king then became interested to find out more about the Devarams. The king heard that they were not written on copper plate, and so he eagerly set out to find where the Devarams of Nambiyandar Nambi were stored. He found that the Devarams and Tirumurukal were kept in Chidambaram at the back of the Kanaka Sabha, and at the door of the room there were 3 saints' fingerprints from which statues of the 3 Samaya Kutavars were built. Tillaival Andanars was very happy by these king's activity and so opened the door where the materials were stored. Many of them looked damaged, but the king was so happy that he was able to collect at least this much. At the king's request, Nambiyandar Nambi started to organize them into sections. First 3, first, second, third, Devarams by Tringnana Samandar Swami, 4th, 5th, 6th by Trinavakarasar Swami, 7th by Sundarar Swami. This is the way he organized the lyrics. Then he sang about 63 Nayanmars and the 7 Togai Adiyars. Then, by the request of Kollapillayar, Nambiyandar Nambi, Chola king and Tillaival Andanar, all of them went to the place called Tiriyarkathampuliyur. With one lady from there, they went to Kanagasabha. The lady composed music for the Devarams. Chekilar first worshipped Shiva. As Anupaya Cholan's request, in front of large audience and the king, in Thousand Pillar Hall, Ayrankal Mandapam. Chekilar Peruman presented the book Periya Puranam with the feeling of devotion. The event looked like a huge celebration. That whole city invited Chekilar. The book Periya Puranam tells the story of the devotees who served Shiva. Each of the devotees had their own goal in their life. They did charity work according to their life. Each devotee worked hard to reach their goals. When they tried to reach towards their goal, they had to face many difficulties. On the path towards their goal, they broke all hardships and succeeded. Periya Puranam is not just any story. It is a spiritual book, a religion book, and a dharma book. Each and everyone should learn this book. This book is beyond religion and caste, poor and rich, educated and uneducated. It tells about equality. Each one is equal in front of Shiva. These Nayanmars told us to live with a goal. Not only Anupaya king, who was interested in materialistic things, but also the people who were living there during that period. All these Nayanmars are not belonging to the same period, not same caste, not same nation, not same job too, even though there was a similarity among them. They all had strong goal with deep devotion, feeling connection with divine and dedication. By their devotion, this is a biology epic. It is not only for Shaivites and Tamilians, but also for the public. It is a living copium story. There is no doubt this book is beyond culture, foreign languages, and serves as a lighthouse for each of us. Example: a Nayanar's job is making clay bowls. He would give any of Shiva's adiyars a free bowl. This was always his goal. If one's job is fishing, he let the first fish back in the sea, telling to surrender to Shiva as his goal. So these great people were doing charity according to their own job. This is the reason so many thousand years ago in Shiva temples we see Nayanmars. All of these great Nayanmars are our guides. We worship these 63 Nayanmars with our mind, language, and body. Now, let us get introduced to the 63 Nayanmars. First, Chekilar set up Sundaramurti Nayanar as a head for this Kapiyam. Then, let us see the structure of this Kapiyam. Specialty of Kailai Nayanmars and Chola nation were mentioned in this Kapiyam. Kailai is Kailash. Not only that, there was a king who killed his own son by the wheel of chariot to keep justice alive. That story was highlighted by Chekilar. This Kapyam included 4,286 songs